Hey everyone, they all Facebook, YouTube, and Google Plus fan. It's me, Young Leo Akio here. Welcome to my channel, Auto Modifying Sport channel. Today is August 22nd, 2016, and I'd like to make this video showing you guys on my 98 Mitsubishi Eclipse project here. I've been having a problem working on my body frame. It's been tough, and I thought, there's no other way to have my radiator um, mounted onto the into the car so I can shut down the hood correctly. It's been giving me trouble that I couldn't shut down the hood because of that. After I rebuilt the engine and the engine start up, crank up good and everything, and I drove it too, even though that I wasn't sure, um, I wasn't completely satisfied, and I was worried about inspection and stuff like that, like special inspection, because if the hood won't shut down correctly and it won't lock down the latch, it might fail the inspection. So at first, there's problem going on with this body frame here. I thought, because my body frame has been hit, damage in. I think they hit it both sides, but this passenger side was worse. It was hitting, almost all the way in. It's the previous owner had an accident, and I bought over. So this is like a savage title on this car. But anyway, so I was worried about, that part, and I thought the latch on the hood was damaged and crooked, and I thought it couldn't shut down lock. But after I checked it, I took out the radiator and checked it. It the hood shut down and it locks in place and everything. So my latch is pretty good with the cables. I just got my power steering hook on all the hose and everything already, and this is the last thing I would need before I can take it to inspection. Besides, like little things I need to hook up, like windshield wiper blade and those little things like that. I wouldn't worry much, such as horn, But this is the most I worry about. And today I fixed it. I fixed it myself. Yes, yes, that's right. I thought I was gonna spend more time and money on just fixing that so I can pass the inspection. I might have to take it to the body shop, and they might have to pull out the frame and all that. It might cost me $1,000 to do that. But hey, God looked over me, and I got a little luck, that I wouldn't need to do that. All I did is had some hammers, and at first I was thinking about cutting it, because it needs to cut a little bit so the radiator can fit in, like just cut like because it's been hitting and some places been swole up, like so the radiator support bracket is not correctly, it's kind of crooked or whatever. But I was trying to install, uh, where is it? I was trying to install these uh, radiator bracket support, the rubber piece right there. This one side, the radiator, I can install this side and the radiator will stay on, but this side is kind of crooked. So when I install this, the radiator on the bottom of the radiator, it has this thing right here. So this go in here like that. It won't go in because it's crooked. So I have to take this out and able to, for that to be sitting like around right here. But I'll find a way to kind of have my weather strip right there. I put some weather strip like right around here, um, so I can mount my radiator on the bottom like this right here. For example, it's been hitting. It won't go in correctly. I probably show you here. Um, Let me put this radiator on so I can show you right, so you can look at it. Um, so this side we're able to come in, But on the passenger side, see, look down here. If I can take this wire out the way, yeah, okay, there it is. See that? You guys see the radiator right there on the bottom? It's hitting, it's kind of touching this damaged frame right there. So I'm gonna put some weather strip like right in the middle right here. So later on it won't crack and damage my radiator right here. This part right here. At first I thought about cutting it, just cutting a little bit right here. It will sit the radiator correctly. But right now on this side, this radiator support bracket, that little rubber thing won't sit in right. So this side has to be like that. But it's sitting too. It's just not sitting right. It's on the radiator support bracket, but it just won't, go into the rubber piece. But after I install the hose and everything, it will be in place. It won't move anywhere. Once I install the bottom radiator hose and the top radiator hose, then the radiator is just gonna stay. And plus, I'm gonna have brackets mount on the top. Also, it's just bent it a little bit, so I'm gonna have to make another bracket so it will hold it on this side. But anyway, it's good. It's nothing major. I think I can pass inspection, and I should. They should pass me my inspection. On my vehicle, it should pass. But let's go back to how I got it to this part, because if I don't do some body work like with my hammer, at first I was thinking about cutting, like you guys know, and of course I was thinking about cutting this part a little bit because it's touching my radiator. If I cut this little part out, maybe shaving it, then it'll sit my radiator right, because on that side it's kind of not sitting right because of this swell up thing right here. It won't sit down all the way down. But if I cut this and cut a little bit on this side, the radiator will sit correctly down, like a little bit down more. That way, I won't have to worry about my hood touching the top of the radiator. But right now, it's sitting good. I mean, I don't have to do any cutting because earlier I was using those hammers to bang down to bang down this metal part right here on the frame. As you can see, you see some damage that I done. I hammer it down. I use this hammer like that. I put it right there, and I use another hammer right there and bang down with this hammer. Okay, and this part has been down a little bit. Okay, it went down a little bit already. Also, this part right here was swole up. See that right there? It was swole up a little bit. So I hit it down. I think that's where my radiator wouldn't go all the way down, and my hood didn't shut correctly because of this. So I hit it down. It's flat down right now. But my frame is still crooked, as you can see. It's been hitting on this side more, so it's crooked in that side more. But anyway, right now it's fixed it. I fixed it by myself. I didn't have to do any cutting, which you can see I have some cutting tool right there. I was thinking about cutting it, but I didn't need to. I was so lucky. God bless me. So I just pop a few metal piece so it went down a little bit, and my radiator is fully sitting correctly now, as possible, and I can close down my hood, and with the latch it locked down too. um, I don't think I need to let you guys see that. It's gonna use both of my hands. So the hood right now is locked, is shutting down with the radiator, and it locks down, and it didn't hit the radiator either. So the next thing I have to do is this radiator hose up here is a little longer. It's a little long, so I have to cut it like right there to fit in on my radiator. You see, it's too long, so I have to cut it like right there, then put it, install into my radiator. Then that way, because before it was like this, so it's kind of, it's kind of like damaged my hole. So it won't have a big hole section right here, and it's hitting this oil, engine oil or dipstick also. So now if I cut it like to about right there, it will sit on my radiator correctly. Okay, and I'm gonna use some weather strip for those spot right there, like I show you between the radiator and the frame. And I put some more weather strip on this side if I have to. Anywhere that could cause my radiator to have a crack or something, I'll put the weather strip right there, or some kind of rubber piece so it'll hold, so the body frame won't, because when you drive the body frame bounce, and it might bounce with the radiator, and it might crack the radiator later on, rubbing the radiator, you know. So that's some tips right there I want to share with you guys. And also the lower radiator hose, I'm gonna have to cut it too. It might be a little long when I install it, but I'll see when I install it. But it's definitely my radiator is definitely sitting right on my in my car, so I can shut down the hood and lock it down. And I hope after I cut the radiator hose, it will be the same thing. And then let's see. Well, I drained out all the radiator fluid already, the coolant. I drained out. It took me like a gallon and a half. So I took, I used this big bucket and put a gallon like in the middle of the bucket here, and use this hose if you have to. Use this kind of hose, and uh, install it into the drain hose right there. So so you won't spill out that much, but you're still gonna spill out some anyway, like I did. You see, earlier I did, and after you drain it, just take out all the hose. But that's just my work. You might not need to do that unless you're trying to drain your radiator system or whatever. Uh, but I have to reuse it again because I have a quart of radiator that I bought from M Soil. The bottle of radiator, um, what's it called? Radiator coolant uh, something. If you check on my other video, I should have it. It's just to put with the coolant and mix it with the coolant and have it run until you change it out again. So it's not a flush bottle. Okay. Um, it's never mind. If you check my other video, you see it. I just don't remember at this time. Uh, okay. Well, it's been 13 minutes, so I'm gonna upload this video. I don't want it to pass 15 minutes. At this point, I shouldn't have to tell you that about now. You guys should know that I can only upload 15 minutes to YouTube by now. So I'm gonna cut and stop if I have to, and go into part two if I have to, if it's over 15 minutes. Okay, guys. Another thing I want to mention is, if you have the same problem like I do, sometimes you want to take out your AC, because if you don't need AC, take it out for easy to work with. Um, but yeah, sometimes if you have damage on this side, you might cannot install the fan on this side, which is the AC fan, but you still can install the engine fan right here though, no problem. Um, so think about it. You might have to take out your AC for easy to bang with your hammer when you work on the frame here. But that's just how I did mine. So, but I didn't have to take out the AC. So I kind of did it with my own, with my two hands. So I didn't have to take out the AC. Okay, guys, that's the last thing. I'm gonna update more video after this too, after it's running, right, and the inspection and all that. Okay, guys. Uh, Hope you guys like my video. Please like, thumbs up, and subscribe my channel. It's me, Young Leo Echo, is signing out for now. Peace, guys. Later. Thanks for watching. Young Leo Echo is signing out.